Hi United fans, welcome back again to United Insider TV. It's another big talking point around Old Trafford after Manchester United's 2-2 draw against Nottingham Forest. A result that left plenty to unpack for Ruben Amorim and his team. While Amad Diallo once again made the headlines with a stunning equalizer late in the game, one player who's come under heavy scrutiny after that match is Benjamin Šeško. And this time, it's Manchester United legend Gary Neville who's voiced his honest and quite critical opinion about the young striker's display. Neville said he believes Sesko is still well off it compared to United's other attacking signings in Cunha and Mbeumo, and described his performance against Forest as awkward and frustrating to watch. So today, we're breaking down exactly what Neville said, why Sesko is suddenly being questioned, and whether there's still reason for optimism as United prepare for their next Premier League clash against Tottenham Hotspur. Let's dive straight in. The match recap: Forest 2, Manchester United. United went into Saturday's game at the City Ground full of confidence after 3 straight league wins. Ruben Amorim named an unchanged starting 11 for the first time in his Premier League career, keeping faith with the same lineup that defeated Brighton last weekend. That meant Benjamin Šeško once again led the line for United, supported by Mbeumo and Cunha in the attack. Things started positively. United dominated early possession and were rewarded with the first-half goal from Casemiro, who showed his trademark leadership to put the Red Devils ahead. But the game flipped completely after the break. Forest scored 2 quick goals in succession, catching United's defense off guard and turning the scoreline to 2-1. It took another moment of magic from Amad Diallo, who fired home an incredible equalizer late in the game to make it 2-2 and salvage a point for Ruben Amorim's side. While Ahmed received deserved praise, Šeško's performance drew concern from both fans and pundits, and Gary Neville didn't hold back when asked for his view. Gary Neville's harsh assessment of Šeško. Speaking on NBC Sports after the full-time whistle, Neville gave a brutally honest verdict on Benjamin Šeško's display, saying, "I'm no further forward with him in terms of the jury is out. I think he's well off it compared to United's other attacking signings in Cunha and Mbeumo." Neville continued, "He looks awkward. He had a couple of really good opportunities in the first half when balls got played over, and his touch wasn't right. For £80 million, you can say he's young and has a lot of potential. He is only settling in, but you still want to see a bit more." It's a tough statement, but one that reflects the general mood of frustration surrounding Šeško's adaptation period at United. Neville's comments came just a week after he'd also criticized the Slovenian's display against Brighton, suggesting that despite being involved in attacking moves, Šeško lacked sharpness and conviction in front of goal. This time, however, Neville admitted there was no excuse. He simply wasn't at the level required. Let's be fair to the young striker. Benjamin Šeško wasn't completely invisible. He made runs, pressed hard, and tried to stretch Forest's backline. But against the powerful defensive duo of Murillo and Nikola Milenkovic, he struggled to find space or hold up the ball effectively. Every time the ball was played long or into the channels, Šeško's touch let him down. He appeared hesitant when one-on-one and often lost aerial duels. In simple terms, it was a frustrating night for him. At 6'4", he has the physical attributes to dominate defenders, but his link-up play is still developing, and that's where Neville's criticism stems from. He wasn't offering the kind of hold-up presence or technical sharpness that Cunha and Mbeumo brought throughout the game. Cunha taught deep, carried the ball forward, and created openings. Mbeumo's pace and directness constantly troubled Forest. But Šeško just couldn't find his rhythm. Neville's comments might sound harsh, but they're not meant to write Šeško off. If anything, they're a challenge, a call to action for the young striker to show more consistency and confidence in the weeks ahead. Neville even admitted that Šeško's potential remains huge. He's young and he's got time, but Manchester United can't afford passengers when they're trying to build momentum. You want to see him step up and impose himself more in big games. It's the kind of tough love United legends are known for. criticism mixed with expectation. And Neville isn't alone. Earlier this season, Paul Scholes also raised doubts about Šeško's signing, questioning whether United needed another raw striker when the club already had players like Rasmus Højlund and Amad Diallo capable of rotating in attack. Scholes said last month, "He's got talent, but you don't spend that amount of money on potential unless you're sure. He has to deliver soon." So far, Šeško's numbers are modest. 2 goals and 1 assist in just under 600 minutes of Premier League football. Not terrible, but not the kind of return fans expect from a marquee summer signing. Why Ruben Amorim still believes in him. Despite the growing outside criticism, Ruben Amorim continues to show full confidence in Benjamin Šeško. The Portuguese coach values discipline, positional intelligence, and work ethic. And Šeško brings all of those even when he's not scoring. Amorim's system often asks the striker to play deeper or drift wide, allowing Mbeumo Cunha and Mbeumo to exploit spaces centrally. It's not a traditional number 9 role, and that may explain some of Šeško's awkward moments as he adjusts to the pace and physicality of English football. When asked about his striker's form after the Forest draw, Amorim defended him, saying privately to MUTV, "Benjamin is working hard for the team. He is young and still learning. The goals will come. What matters is that he keeps his confidence and stays focused." That kind of support is crucial for a player still adapting to the pace and physicality of English football. The difference between Šeško, Mbeumo, and Cunha. Let's make the comparison Gary Neville pointed out. Mbeumo and Mbeumo Cunha are both experienced at Premier League level. They've learned how to handle the physical and tactical demands of the league. At 26, they're in their prime, quick, intelligent, and comfortable under pressure. Benjamin Šeško, on the other hand, is just 22 and making the leap from the Bundesliga to the Premier League, a move that's historically difficult for strikers. Even elite forwards like Kai Havertz and Darwin Núñez struggled during their first seasons adapting to England's physical defenders and faster tempo. Šeško's learning curve was always expected to be steep, and Neville's comments, while sharp, underline that reality. The good news for Šeško is that he'll get another opportunity to bounce back quickly. Up next, Manchester United face Tottenham, a team that tends to play an open, attacking style under their new system. That could actually benefit Šeško, because unlike Forest, Spurs don't sit deep and defend in numbers. There should be more space in behind, and Amorim might encourage a more direct approach, which suits Šeško's pace and movement perfectly. Neville himself hinted that games like this could bring the best out of him. He'll get there. You can see there's ability in him. He just needs to find that confidence in front of goal. Despite dropping 2 points, there's still plenty of positives for Manchester United. The attacking structure is improving, the players are starting to understand Amorim's high-pressing philosophy, and the mood around the squad feels united. United remain within touching distance of the top 4, and Amorim's focus will now be to turn draws like this into consistent wins. But for that to happen, Benjamin Šeško will need to start firing. Because when your striker isn't confident, the entire attack can lose its rhythm. Šeško has all the tools to succeed: size, pace, finishing, and a natural instinct for goal. What he needs now is composure and patience. It's worth remembering that legends like Cristiano Ronaldo, Didier Drogba, and even Wayne Rooney had early struggles adapting to the Premier League. If he can take Neville's criticism the right way, as motivation, he'll come back stronger. As one fan tweeted after the game, "Neville might be right for now, but Šeško will prove everyone wrong soon." United fans are hopeful, and Amorim is still backing his young striker. So, United fans, what do you think of Gary Neville's comments? Do you agree that Benjamin Šeško is well off it right now, or do you think he just needs more time to adapt and prove himself? Drop your thoughts down in the comments, and don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to United Insider TV for more breaking updates, match reactions, and transfer stories every single day. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time, Reds.